Hello friends, how is everyone? I definitely was laughing at the exchange between Jonathan and Kaylin just now. That was good. That was good. Love that you just straight up were like, "Hi Nathan." I watched that come through and I did a good snort. I blew some air out of my nose when I read it. How is everyone on this lovely Monday? I've had a pretty decent Monday. I've had a productive morning at work, and then I came home and did more freelance and contract work, and then I got my hair did, and then your hair faded so nice. Thank you. It's such a nice like gingery color right now. It's a really nice like soft orange. It's faded quite nicely, and now with the trim it's a little bit more clean. Like it wasn't bad, but I could tell like the ends were really wispy and stuff, and I was like, I just need this to all get like cleaned up. So gingers unite. Fake ginger. But then RJ and I finally got to set up the tent today because we've been wanting to set it up so we can air it out since we got rained on last Friday when we went camping. So today we finally got the tent set up then again. I had to hose it down because there was like mud and stuff on it from packing it up in the rain and dirt. So if we can... We got new tarps for it because we didn't use any tarps while we were camping. So we got one to lay on the ground and then we got one to... fasten over top of it, so if we ever take it camping and it rains again, now we have a tarp. But I'll probably also look into see if we can get it like re-waterproofed, because that bitch is definitely like 30 years old. It is an old ass tent. It was my parents' tent, and then like we used that when I was a kid as camping, and now I have it. And I'm 28, so almost 28. I'm 27. I shouldn't say I'm 28, but I'll be 28 soon. I'm 27. Either way, it's an old tent. So, you know, it might be time to retire it. I might be able to just re-waterproof it. I might call someone at REI and ask them, like, what the best plan of action is. Like, hey, we have this old-ass tent. It works fine. Is there anything we can do to, like, give it an upgrade a little bit? You know, give it a little bit of a facelift? Because we'd like to keep using it because it's really big. It's got 2 rooms in it, and you can stand up in it. It's probably, like, at the highest point, 10 feet high. Wedding gift? I mean, if we can keep this one, we don't need a new one. I don't want to get rid of it if I don't have to. But I have a registry already being made and set up. But if we can revamp it, you know, that'd be nice. Because I don't want to get rid of it. I like that tent. It's easy to set up. It's easy to tear down. For like a tent as big as it is, it's very easy to put up. But she just old. So, like I said, I'll probably see if there's stuff that we can do to, like, you know, make it a little bit nicer or whatever, you know, stuff like that. Anyway, we finally got that set up today. Hosed off all the mud. It's out in our yard being aired out right now. Yeah, my mom has Scotch guarded the tent in the past, and I don't know the last time that got done, so we might just need to do that again. But also, it looks like it's very sagging and drooping, and I don't know if that was just because it was wet or if it is because it's just so old and it's like stretched out and just like the fibers are gone. Yeah, I don't know yet. We'll see how it looks when it dries out. Because if it's fine when it dries out, then it was just because it was wet. But if it's still like really saggy and droopy, then it's nearing the end of its lifespan and will probably just rip soon. So anyway, REI has lots of good problems for like reusing and patching camping gear and stuff like that. If we got a new one, we would probably donate that one to, like, I don't know, Boy Scouts or Girl Scouts. Someone that needs it. It's not great, but you can pack a lot of small children in there if you need to when it's not raining. Anyway, camping things. I'm going to turn down my music a little bit because it's hard for me to read shit with music running. But I'll keep it, it'll be the same volume for you guys. I might turn it down just a hair. so it's not too loud. It is vent and advice time tonight, so you can hit do advice, and it'll bring up a link for the new form, and it will go into my thing that I have. It's like a spreadsheet with the questions and stuff, so you can fill it out. It is anonymous. I won't know if you sent something in or if you filled it out, but feel free to fill it out if you desire. Right now there is only 3. However, the first one is very long and looks like it will be very heavy, so that'll probably be a decent discussion on that one. But we can get started. And like I said, this first one is probably going to be, I haven't fully read it. I'm going to read it over a little bit, but there is a trigger warning at the beginning that says assault and alcohol. So, trigger warning for anyone. This will be a heavy subject. Some of the stuff we have for event and advice time is very lighthearted and fun, and sometimes it's very serious. So let me just read through it quick just to like scanner. Alright, so this one, it says right at the end that they don't really need advice. They just want to speak on the situation. But I will read it to you guys. Again, this is a heavy topic. Again, trigger warning, assault and alcohol. This is so odd to me to be reading this while like such happy music is playing, but it's just on a playlist, so just bear with me. Maybe that'll cut a little bit of the attention to have a happy song playing in the background. Anyway, not trying to make fun of this situation. Just the present moment of the music choice. It says, so, my best friend slept over, we drank, and then slept with me despite saying no and having a significant other. Because there was alcohol involved, I feel like maybe I didn't say no clearly enough or try hard enough, but it happened. Before they came over, I said I didn't want them staying the night, but they insisted as it would be a fun night of drinking, games, and talking, so I relented. They expressed having had feelings for me for about 7 years now and wanting to have me, but I had said I wouldn't sleep with them as I clearly think that's cheating, and they said okay. We moved on, talked, laughed, had a few drinks. Then they said, I need to get you real drunk so I can sleep with you. I feel so guilty, I told my significant other, and they want me to press charges. Said if I did that, it would kill me, and that I would rather just let the friendship end than spend significant time fighting it out in a courtroom. My significant other keeps telling me I didn't do anything wrong, even though when I told them I said that it was cheating and I understood if they were mad and wanted to leave the situation. Alcohol makes it all the more confusing. Don't really need advice, just want to speak to it so I don't feel so isolated and lonely to be one of 2 of 3 people who know. So, for starters, I'm very sorry this happened. I know you're not asking for advice, but I'm just going to give some thoughts for anyone who has been in a similar situation. And I'm not going to tell you what to do because it's your choice of what you want to do. If you want to press charges, if you don't want it to come public, maybe in a week you'll want to come public and press charges, or even in a year or 10 years from now you'll want to find something to do for this. But right now it is your choice to make the decision of how you want to handle the situation. I am glad that your significant other is not mad at you because they are correct. This is absolutely not your fault. They blatantly said, according to this, that they wanted to get you drunk so they could get with you, which is vile manipulation, but they knew what they were doing. So this is very much rape and assault. Do not delete any text or anything. Mystique is correct. If you have anything regarding this situation as proof, if you do want to come forward someday, it will be helpful just in case you change your mind. But you're absolutely not in the wrong here. 100% you are not. Drunk or not, you said no while you were sober. You said you didn't want them to sleep over while you were sober. They deliberately said they wanted to get you drunk so they could sleep with you. You expressed on more than one occasion in the story that you've told us that you were not comfortable with this happening, and then it happened, and you are not happy that it happened, and you said no. So, very much, you are not in the wrong here at all. Your significant other is very correct in their anger towards the situation. But like I said, it is your choice if you decide to come forward. I know I've had issues with assault myself, and I'm not saying that to overshadow it, but I chose not to do any legal action at all because it would just really amount to nothing for me. I had no physical proof, I had no text proof, I had nothing other than my word, and no one else was there. So I understand not wanting to take anything to court, because taking these kind of cases to court can be just a massive pain in the dick anyway. So I know it can be difficult, but again, this is your... Yeah, it's sad that that happens too often too. But again, for you or anyone else that has had a situation like this, it is not your fault. It 100% is not. And it doesn't matter if you were drunk or not. It doesn't matter what you were wearing. It doesn't matter really any circumstance. If you said no, that means no. And that's the only thing that matters, is that you said no. And you asked multiple times for them to not do this, and they did. And clearly, if they've been your friend for 7 years, I don't think they were really your friend. I think they just wanted to do this. I think that's all they wanted. So yeah, you can check out chat if you want any advice. I know you just kind of wanted to put this out there, so I'm not going to tell you to do anything that you don't want to do. But if you ever do find yourself in a situation that you want to seek help, there's lots of stuff here in chat if you wanted to look at it. But again, it is your choice to do what you desire to do. And again, I'm really sorry this happened. It's an unfortunate thing that I think a lot of women can relate to something like this happening. And obviously men too. This is not something that's solely women, but statistically, it is generally that these things happen to women. It is not your fault, and you are not alone, 100%. Okay. Again, I'm not going to spend too much time on this. Again, it's a really tough thing that happened. But you said that you didn't really want advice on the situation, but I also wanted to just use that as a place for anyone else who's been in a similar situation. Okay, next submission. Again, you can fill it out here with the advice time form. I will periodically type it in chat so that I am the one that brings it up, so that I can see, you know, I'm the one that had the link pop up if you're afraid to do the advice and, you know, it's your name that's asking for it or whatever. I will periodically put it in chat, and if anyone else also wants to just randomly do the advice command so that the form pops up, that's nice too, because then people can just click it without feeling like they have to even type in chat. Okay, let me read through this a little bit. Okay, this one I'm gonna have chat give a lot of input on this one too, because this is going to be something that's very different for everyone, but I want to have a lot of ideas for this one, because I think the more ideas you get here, the better this question will be answered. So I just recently broke up with my boyfriend, and it's been really hard for me. Sorry, RJ's yelling in the background. And it's been really hard for me. Feel like every time I get into a relationship, I only put my focus on that instead on other things that I enjoy. I often feel like I lose myself and my personality and just mirror the person that I am in a relationship with. How do you get over a breakup, and how do you find yourself? So again, this is going to be very different for everyone. Anytime I've gone through something hard, like a breakup or even like a friendship breakup, stuff like that sort, I usually just try to find things to keep myself busy, because if I sit for too long and think about it, I will just break down and like have an anxiety attack or a panic attack, or just cry a whole fuckload, which again, crying's not bad. Crying is healthy. So if you have been crying, it's okay, that's normal. But obviously sometimes you get sick of it, but you just can't stop. So I try to find things to distract myself from it. I used to work out a lot. I will do more projects, like art projects and stuff, because now you probably have more free time. So I would do more drawing, more painting. I would go to the gym more. I have 2 dogs now, so I would, you know, take my dog for more walks. But I haven't had a situation that was bad or like a breakup since I've had 2 dogs. But again, just as an example, reach out to your friends and be like, hey, I'm really not okay. Can we like hang out? Can we have a sleepover? Stuff like that. So, to stop mirroring so much, make sure you have your own hobbies and don't stop hanging out with your friends. Yeah, and they also said like they feel like they lose themselves and stop doing the things they enjoy. A lot of times when you latch onto someone real fast, there's usually like a reason that like you feel the need to like be perfect for them. There's lots of different psychological things and like childhood trauma that can cause this to happen. I'm going to find, there's a great Instagrammer that I've recommended many times. She's also on Threads now too. Oh, what is she called? Let me go find her handle. The Holistic Psychologist, that's what it is. So I will put that in chat, and you'll see it pop up over here. If you're watching the VOD of this, it'll pop up here if the chat is gone from the VOD. But let me... The Holistic Psychologist. Let me make sure I typed that in correctly. I don't know if she's got like underscores and shit. Yep. So it's the.holistic.psychologist. She talks a lot... There it is right here, the Holistic Psychologist. She talks a lot about how we go through relationships and why we might do certain things in certain relationships based on a relationship with our parent or some kind of traumatic thing that happened in our past. And a lot of times when you are mirroring someone, you're trying to like be perfect for them and, you know, be like them so that they like you back. So a lot of times it's based in a fear of, again, I'm not a psychologist. This is just stuff that I've seen on her page and picked up from her, and she is a psychologist. A lot of times it's based in a fear of like abandonment. So I would check her out because there's probably more details of things that are really going to stick out to you if you start looking at her content. She has books. She has 2 different pages. She, like I said, she's also on Threads now too. Her stuff is fabulous. I love her things. She's really wonderful. So I absolutely recommend checking her out. But if anyone else has any ideas on, you know, like what to do when something kind of bad happens, like a breakup or a friend breakup, or you're just, you know, going through different things that are difficult. Like I said, I usually just try to keep myself busy. And maybe that's even just watching movies. Go thrifting. I just like to do fun things that I know that I enjoy that maybe I might have stopped doing before because I was too busy or because I was doing other things or I was too sad or I was too distracted. Go back to doing the things you love and you might fall in love all over again. And then how do you find yourself? That's going to be a lot of self-reflection. I don't think I personally found myself until I legitimately went to therapy and talked out a lot of really bad things with someone. You don't have to be mentally ill or in a bad place to talk to a therapist. You can just, you know, have someone help unravel the things that are happening in your mind. And so I think that really helped me because I'll be honest, my therapist didn't really say a lot of things to me. She would just ask me questions and then I would talk it out and like have the realizations myself. And sort of like went from there. So it was pretty much just like a guided self-healing is what therapy was like for me. I went to a therapist after my last breakup and it helped immensely. Yeah. And therapists go to therapists. So yeah, I would, if you have the accessibility to talk to a therapist, that can really immensely help. I have had a lot of friends go to therapy. I have a lot of friends who are currently in therapy. They're very open about it. I even have supervisors who have told me like they've done therapy and it's helped them a lot with the loss of a family member or things like that, and it wasn't a permanent thing. I think I was only in therapy for like 6 months. So it doesn't have to be a long-term thing. It can be short-term, just something to kind of like help you figure yourself out. But finding yourself is going to come from a lot of self-reflection, which talking to a therapist can help you with self-reflection or just really deeply looking into yourself. There's also a lot of guided things you can do online. Again, Holistic Psychologist is great. She might cause you to have like some big think bubbles and you might want to journal about it. There's other probably guided things on YouTube on like, you know, how to think deeply about yourself. But when you find the right person, they will encourage you to be more your true self instead of you feeling like you have to become them. Because I definitely did that chameleon thing for a while too. I would like latch onto someone and be like, yeah, we're the same. Don't you love me? And I wouldn't say I had like a fear of abandonment in the sense that I felt abandoned as a child, but I had a fear of losing people because one of the traumatic things I had to talk to my therapist about was my friend took his own life and then my grandma died right after that. So I just like had this fear that people weren't gonna stay. So it was a fear of abandonment, but in a different sense. I had a fear that like people would just like die and leave me and I'd be all alone. So stuff like that. So yeah, that would be my advice for that. And like I said, if you can't do therapy, because I know that's not something that everyone has access to, even online therapy can be helpful. There's probably guided things and like deep journaling notes that you can take if you want to do more work for things like that. So let me look over the next one. Oh, let me do the command again. So if you'd like to submit something, you can, and it will be... Oh, can I not type? Oh, it's just advice. Ha! I did the wrong command. There we go. There's the form. Alright, let me read. Oh, thank you, Jonathan. That's awesome, too. Just have it pinned at top so you guys can click it whenever you want. You don't even have to do the command. Okay. Becoming a Twitch streamer is something I thought about doing for a while. When becoming a streamer, is it something you should keep private from family or be open and talk to them about it? So this might depend on... Hi, Jonathan. This might depend on your relationship with your family. If you're close with them, I would absolutely talk to them about it. They might find it weird, but all you have to do is, just kind of keep doing it and, kind of show them, like, this is what I do. If you're someone that's not close with your family, maybe you don't want to share it with them. I'm very open with everyone in my life about what I do for streaming. My parents have been on my streams. My mom has joined me for cooking streams. My mom has joined me for just regular streams like this, like just chatting streams. My dad is not a fan of being in front of the camera, but like he still supports it. He likes and shares like all of my stuff on Facebook. When I have a new reel that I have, he'll reshare it. When I have a new video that comes out, he'll reshare it, and he watches all my videos. My mom did make a penis cake with me. This is factual. This is not a lie. My mother made a penis cake with me on stream. So my family is involved. Like, my direct family is involved with my streams. They helped me with my Stardew Valley party this last weekend as well. So it's kind of up to you. I have a pretty open and close relationship with my parents. If you don't feel close with your parents, I would say I don't think it hurts to not share it with them, because you're not close with them. But if you are close with them, I would say, be open about it and talk to them about it. I also have no idea what your family culture is like. If they're gonna be like, no, you can't do that, you need to go be a doctor. Like, this is kind of a... I'm not judging the question. It's kind of a very simple formatted question. So like I said, I don't really know how your family works. My family's always been supportive of it. Jonathan, thank you for the 11 months. You're almost at a year. Let's go, Jonathan. Can we get some hearts in chat for Jonathan for his sub? Thank you, Jonathan, so much. But yeah, like I said, I think this would be something that kind of depends on your relationship with your family. It might be difficult to tell them that that's what you want to do. It might just be like, hey, this is what I want to try, and they're gonna be like, cool beans, bro. I mean, I was a theater major, so at this point my parents are just like... I never went to school for like science or anything like that, and then just decided I want to do art. I've always wanted to do art, like, my whole life. So I think they've kind of like had their whole lives to mentally prepare that whatever job I had was not going to be normal. It still is not. I still work freelance jobs. I don't have like a normal job. So Carly's parents, that tracks. Yeah, facts. They're just like, yeah, okay. But I share my streaming stuff all over, and you'll be surprised how many people support it. There's people that like I hardly talked to in college and even high school who are incredibly supportive of the stuff I do, and they always like and share everything, and it's like, thank you for being a homie. I had close friends from high school and college that don't share my stuff, and we never even talked that much when you're sharing my stuff, so like, thank you. And usually it is like theater and art people that are just like, yeah, bitch, get it, but yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do advice one more time so you guys can see it. There's only 2 more submissions on here right now. As a science bitch, get it, girl. Thank you, Kaylin. So again, there's only 2 more questions left on here. We'll go through them, but if anyone wants to fill out the form, feel free. It can be about anything. It can be event. You can ask about what you should name your new kitten, and we can have a large discussion on chat. You can ask about, obviously streaming. People have asked about streaming. You can ask about fitness or health. The sky's the limit, so feel free to post whatever you want. Okay. This one is for the guys, so masculine people in chat, open your ears. What is your version of flowers? What would you like to receive from your significant other to feel appreciated? Snacks? Flowers? I would say whenever I get stuff for RJ, it usually is snacks. But like, we're both the same in that food is our love language. We both just polished off a 50-piece bag of pizza rolls together, and that was our dinner. So we're big foodies. Other things is like, I don't know for certain. There's a chicken bouquet you can get from KFC. Fucking boom. Actually, I think one of the first Valentine's Day that RJ and I had together, he got me a donut bouquet. He didn't even give me real flowers. He got me a donut bouquet. And some men just like flowers too. I don't think RJ would be mad if I sent him flowers, but I think if I sent him a donut bouquet, he'd be like, hell yeah. Like, he'd like that way more. Again, that's just us. Other things, I think RJ's favorite gift for me, and like, I can't 100% say this for factual, but I think one of his favorite gifts he's ever received from me was actually a homemade gift. It was actually when he was streaming. He used to stream way before I did. And I was in printmaking, so I would make a lot of different kind of prints, and I made him a print that had like his gamer tag on it, and then it was a big controller, and he still has it hanging up in his room, even though he doesn't stream anymore. But I think he almost cried when I gave that to him, because it was like a homemade gift, and there was many hours that were put into it. I actually had to stay up till 2 a.m. one night to finish it, because it was also a class project. But he liked that one a lot, and that was a homemade gift, and that was something that was like, I knew he would like the poster, because that he didn't have like anything hanging up in his room, just a few different random things. And it was something that I knew he liked, and I was streaming and playing video games, and it was like custom for him. So there was that. I'm trying to think. I usually just get him like things that I know he likes. I got him a One Piece keyboard. I got him a little Luffy keychain because he loves One Piece. So whenever I don't know what to get someone, I just try to like brainstorm, okay, you know, what do they do on a day-to-day basis? What is something useful that I can get them? What is something that they like? Can I combine those two? Because Etsy's really good at finding like custom things. If you do want something custom, that's where I got the keyboard. The true answer is beer. Spoken from a man. Here it is. MTG. Any other masculine people in chat, if you want to have this answer, please feel free to answer. What do you like to receive as a gift? I've also gotten RJ socks, which is like, again, like a very easy thing to do. Do I count? Absolutely, Jonathan. What is something that you would like to receive as a gift? Maybe you haven't received it yet. But maybe you've always thought, I would love if a girl got me this, or even if a guy got me this. I would love this if a significant other got me whatever. Like I said, when I got a donut bouquet, man, that was cool. My husband hates beer, so yeah, it's gonna be different for everyone. I've bought RJ beer before too. He likes Voodoo Ranger. I know that's his favorite beer, so I've got him that before too. I just want hugs and kisses. Oh, Jonathan, I love you. And this can also, so like going off of that, this might also depend on their love language. If you've never looked into love languages, for some people it's quality time. So if, you know, they enjoy just spending time together, you can get movie tickets so you guys can go watch a movie together, or like, you know, go to some event where you can spend time together. Or maybe they do just want hugs and kisses. Maybe their love language is physical touch, and that's all they want. So it's really gonna depend on the person. I hope this has helped with some ideas. My big one is food. We're big fans of food in this house. There's only been a few occasions where even if I royally fucked up making something for dinner, RJ still ate it. It's hard to make something that man will not eat. He's not a picky eater. But I mean, I've fucked up rice bad before, guys. I have fucked up rice bad, where it was like still crunchy and hard, and I was like, wow, how did I fuck up rice this bad? But I fucked up rice bad, still fucking ate it. He's like, it's not great, but I like food, and I was like, okay, I didn't even eat it. But he did. I've done it with potatoes before too, where I didn't cook potatoes well enough and the center was still a little raw and the center was hard. The outside was soft, but the center was hard. He still ate them. I've gotten better at it, guys. But I think I was in a rush when I made rice that night and it went bad. It went really bad. I was trying to follow new directions on how to make like really nice fluffy rice, and I followed the directions. Did not cook long enough though, and the directions failed me. I'm blaming the directions that I followed, and I was like, I'm just gonna go back to doing what I did before because it was working better before. Okay. So, let me read through this one. Alright, once again, feel free to Vex. Vex, what would you like to receive as a gift from a significant other? Anyway, feel free to fill out the form. I will read our next submission. It is currently our last one. So if we don't get any other submissions, we'll probably just do some Honkai Star Rail. But one time when I was younger, I made chicken nuggets and I said 1 minute in the microwave for 9 chicken nugs, and I put 9 nugs in for 9 minutes and they burned. Oh man, I'm sorry. I once started a toaster strudel on fire because I microwaved it. No, I toasted it and it was still frozen in the middle, and it was after I put frosting on it. So then with the frosting, I stuck it in the microwave and the fucking frosting started on fire, and I stopped it immediately. So like nothing like burned, but like it caught on fire and it was still frozen in the middle. And I was like, this bitch caught fire and it is still frozen. I was upset. But yeah, I lit a toaster strudel on fire once. I need to clip that. That's a good story. What is today's date? 8/14. Advice time 35. For me, when I get gifts for my homies, I always find something that's like, that is them. So I guess something that would be cool or would speak to them, and that would be good for me. See, that's kind of what I do with RJ. I get him a lot of One Piece stuff because I know he likes One Piece, but he's also not someone that like likes things. He's definitely like an experienced person. So it's sometimes hard to buy him physical, tangible things unless I know that he can use it. So like a keyboard. Thank you. I do like to think of myself as a good gifter. But like a keyboard, I was like, I know he will use a keyboard. The little keychain was just something small that he hooked to his keys. Socks I know he will wear. I've bought him lots of t-shirts and other clothing because he does not like clothing shopping. But he'll wear it. I've been told I'm good at giving gifts. It's such a nice compliment, isn't it? I love being told I'm good at giving gifts. I also like figuring out people like puzzles. So I'm just like, I know you'd like this. I can tell based on who you are. I know you would like this. If you're very bad at doing that, another good idea is just Pinterest. Honestly, Pinterest has, if you could just look up gifts for men, you're gonna get a lot of like alcohol and knives and leather and bourbon and blah, 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 blah. But I mean, they'll have other stuff too. I don't know how to feel about it. Oh, I usually take it as a compliment. Anywho, if any other masculine people in chat would like to say what they like to receive as gifts, feel free to shout it out. Okay. Work has been going really well, and so have my other endeavors. I have been feeling really good and sky high, but I'm very nervous I'm going to fall back into a slump and destroy my mental health. I'm not sure what to watch out for because I feel like my emotions on this situation are a massive roller coaster. So this can be difficult. It's cool for me, but like, does that mean I'm just good at everything? Convex. Jonathan, no. Anyway, so this can be hard if you don't know your own like warning signs. If you're with someone who knows you well, like if you have a partner or a friend or other people who know you well, you can probably just ask them like, hey, if you think I'm about to, like, you know, spiral and, you know, I start doing certain things before that happens, you can ask them, you know, if you see me start to do this, can you tell me? Because I actually had a friend do that once. She was like, I wasn't aware that I was going through something. And I remember expressing to her that I was like kind of worried about her because she was doing stuff that was kind of out of character. And I told her I wasn't sure if it was okay for me to like say that to her, like, you know, this isn't like you, or, and, you know, she'll be like, oh no, I'm just having fun, blah 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 blah. And she told me, she's like, if you ever see me do that again, you can absolutely call me out on it, because I'd rather someone call me out on it than let me continue to do harmful behaviors. So like, I wish I had like done something sooner, but also like I was in a position that I didn't know if it was okay for me to do that. But now she's given me permission to be like, yeah, call me out on it. So you can ask people in your life, like, hey, if you see me start to do destructive behaviors that you've seen me do in the past, can you tell me so I'm aware that it's happening, and try to stop it from happening. Some other things that might just help with this is just, you know, trying to think. Don't try to avoid burnout. I'm really bad at that. I definitely had burnout after the Stardew party. I slept for 18 hours the Monday after the Stardew party. But, you know, take breaks for yourself. Take naps. Naps are great. Continue doing things you enjoy. If you've been doing a lot of things and you're really happy and proud about them, remember to, you know, also do things that are just for fun. For me, that can be watching movies and watching anime. I've thought about doing like anime reviews for stuff I watch, but I feel like if I try to make content into anime, or like make content out of the anime I enjoy, I'll stop enjoying it as much, or I'll like enjoy it differently. Like, I'll be more critical of it instead of just being happy with it. So that's why I didn't start doing anime reviews. So just remembering to, you know, do things just for fun. So my destructive behavior is working harder and doing more things. Well, I'll call you out on it then, like I always do. If that is your destructive behavior, having a calendar, cool. I have started utilizing my Google Calendar even more. I've utilized it a lot in the past, but me and RJ were just both so fucking busy this summer, and he would constantly ask me like, what are we having this weekend? Like, I can't remember, is that this weekend or next weekend? I just want to make sure I'm not about to like dox myself if I share this on screen. Hold on. No, that didn't do anything. Hold up. I'm just gonna make sure I have stuff covered in case it's important information. I think I got everything important covered though. Okay, I will show you guys my calendar, at least part of it, because there's other information over here that I don't want y'all to see right now. But you can see here I have absolutely nothing scheduled here, because this will be my first weekend that I have nothing since May. So this last weekend I actually didn't have that much to do either, which was really nice to just sit on the couch and fucking not do shit. I didn't clean, I didn't cook. I did cook. It was really simple. I didn't clean, I didn't do laundry. I was watching a puppy, but like most of it was just sitting in my living room and just like physically watching him to make sure like they didn't, you know, fucking kill each other, my dog and the puppy. But I'm usually pretty good about scheduling stuff, and this area typically stays blank because that's my only downtime for the day. And I've had days where it was like 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. of doing stuff plus streaming, and I wanted to die. I hate days like that. So now I make sure that this usually stays blank because this is when I hang out with RJ and watch anime with him. Trade Home is one of the people that I work with for my contracting stuff. So like that's other stuff here too. So usually here's when I'll like walk the dogs or have lunch or like do a break, because sitting on my computer for this long sends me into a spiral. So I keep this break at noon to like just chill and be away from my computer. But I'm usually working on stuff all through here, and this will be other people that I am contracted with or doing my own work of editing things. And you know, sometimes I'll go later, sometimes it will dip down to here a little bit if I have a lot of shit to do. But I've started like adding RJ to a lot of the stuff. So like I have lunch with parents here because my parents are going to be in town, and I added RJ to that so that he knows like, hey, don't forget about this after our red appointment. So other things do like, you know, come into here. Also, the podcast is Iceman Prime's podcast that I'm going to be on. We have to do I think here tomorrow we're doing a audio testing, and then Wednesday evening I will be on his podcast. So tune into that. Anyway, I have a thorough calendar. I also color code it. So anyway, this is nothing you can do just for like organizational things if you're someone that is bad at organization. And then, like I said, I've started inviting RJ to things so that he doesn't forget what weekend is what. Yeah. My biggest piece of advice, though, is that if you don't know what your destructive behaviors are, ask the people around you what they think they are. They can probably tell you. And then when you start doing those behaviors, have the self-discipline to stop. Like, stop yourself. Not like stop whatever you're doing, but like to stop yourself and take a step back and be like, okay, if I keep doing this, next week I will feel like shit. Tomorrow I will feel like shit. Tonight I will feel like shit. So I am going to have the discipline and set a boundary for myself that I am not allowed to do these other things until I take time for me. Because that, again, that it's gonna be better for your mental health. And I've gotten really strict about my boundaries of, this is when I'm working, and when I'm not working, do not fucking talk to me. I will not answer my emails. I will not work on editing. I will not do any freelance projects or anything. If it is the weekend, no. Like, if I have stuff going, I didn't like do any editing or anything this past weekend. I could have. I had time, and I was like, no. This is the first time I've gotten to like lay on my couch and do nothing in literal months, and I'm going to fucking do that. So sometimes that means crying in the back room at work. That probably means you're already at burnout. That probably means you're already there. But also sometimes you just need to cry. So I get that too. Yeah. Learn about that too. You gotta take a break or do a little work over the weekend, otherwise you're gonna burn out. Yeah. Worked a solid 103 hours the last 2 weeks. Dude, why are you awake? I need you to not do that. I need you to go get a beer and sit on your couch and do nothing. Because I know that that would make you happy to take a break like that. But yeah. I have low-key an issue of not doing enough work, but also doing hella work. I think that's just part of being stuck in American capitalism, is that you constantly feel like you're not being productive enough. But in factuality, you probably are being quite productive. I feel that myself, Vex. Needing to do editing. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen those memes. That's like the Olympian dude rolling the boulder up the hill, and you know, he's like stuck rolling this boulder up the hill forever. And the text says, the fucking dishes again. That's what editing is like. Fucking editing again. It never goes away. So I've struggled before myself with keeping up with editing and like other stuff like that. And I mean, it's been a year and a half that it's taken me to like get to this point where I just have to accept that sometimes stuff's not gonna be done on time, and that's fine. Some days I'm not gonna edit, and that's fine. There's always going to be more editing and content that I can make, and I have the capacity to make. That does not mean I need to be editing all of the time. And now I get that you're busy, because I've been busy too. And it's just, you go, again, that comes back to the calendar of like, here's the time that I work on this, and having the discipline to have that time slot be that time slot. And not just be like, I should be editing right now, but instead I'm going to do this. Like, literally treating it like a job. Like, I am clocking in from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. to do content. And after that, I'm not. And it's like, it's very much a self-discipline thing of knowing yourself and being true to yourself to do what you said you wanted to do, but having it scheduled out in a reasonable time block will keep you from just saying, okay, today is my editing day, and for 10 hours, that's all I'm going to do. Because you're not going to like that. It's like people that crash and burn for workouts when they just like go all in right away. And they're like, I'm going to do like a 5,000 calorie deficit and I'm going to work out for an hour every day. And they can do it for like maybe 5 days and then they give up because it's just too much all at once. But if you do these little blocks, you'll get a lot more done in a longer period of time. And it's just going to be easier to handle it. But yeah, having the self-discipline to be like, no, this is this time for this. And this is not this time for this. And just being like, this is what I'm doing now. And it takes practice. It's not something that you're just going to get like that. But I've had to do that. I had to do that in college. I had to do that when I sold Cutco. I had to be like, this is my time for making phone calls for customers. This is the time that I can do demos. Outside these times, I will not do that. So yeah, that's a thing that just takes practice. But anyway, kind of went away from the question there at the end, but I hope that was helpful. And I'm glad that you get a day off tomorrow, MTG, and I hope you spend most of the day not doing a whole lot because you deserve a day off. A true day off. A true day off is not doing other chores that you needed to do. A true day off is just taking the day off to relax. Okay, let me look at more of these. Feel free to use the advice time function. I had 3 full days off in that 103 stretch. Okay, so do you just like have days that are like 12-hour days, but then you have a whole day off? What is relax? I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you. You're very bad at holding yourself to discipline of this is work time, this is not work time. Okay, that's a little bit different. You work 4 10s and then once on the weekend. Because then at least you have it broken up. And it's not just like you worked 103 hours with no breaks. That still sucks. But honestly, I'd rather work 4 10s and have 3 days off. I know you had to work some weekends, but I'd rather work a little bit longer and then have more time off. And everyone's different. But I used to do like 4 9s and then a 4-hour day. So I'd have 4 slightly longer days and then a half day. Oh, you have 2 jobs too? Rip. Big rip. Well, relaxation time comes soon. How do you tell someone you don't like the gift they gave you? I guess this might depend on the context of the gift and your relationship with them. If you're close with them, you can be like, hey, I'm really grateful that you thought of me and you got me this. But this is just not something that I'd use. But thank you. Like, there's ways that you can be generous and graceful about it. I've never had someone tell me they don't like the gift I gave them, so I don't really have a good advice for this. I've been given gifts I didn't really like, and I just kind of didn't say anything. It was just like, I remember I had an ex-boyfriend's mom. She didn't have any daughters, and I think she really wanted daughters, and I am not a pink frilly girl. And she got me a lot of pink frilly things that I personally did not like, and I never told her that I like really didn't like these things because it brought her joy to buy those things and gift them to me. And like if it was a scarf or something, I would wear it when I was around her, but I wouldn't wear it normally just to make her I did it to make her happy because it brought her joy to buy those things because she never got to before. Yeah, you just keep it and wait 6 months and get rid of it. That's kind of what I ended up doing too. Like I said, I've never explicitly told someone I don't like this, except when I was like 4 or 5. My cousin got me like this miniature cleaning set for toddlers, so it looks like you know, all the things that your family would use, like a broom but a mini one, a mop but a mini one, you know, this cleaning set that it's all miniature so kids can have fun cleaning. And when I opened it up, I cried. Because it's not what I wanted. Now, granted, I was a toddler, but she got the message, whether I wanted her to or not, that I didn't like that gift. Eventually, I did like it, though. I know that when I was younger, we did, like, my mom kept it, and she probably was like, I'm so sorry, my child is a fucking brat, but we'll keep the gift. Like, don't feel bad about it. I was a toddler, and eventually I did use it. I remember helping my mom clean the house, and she was like, here's your special broom. And like, I felt like special because I had my own little tiny broom that was my size. And eventually I did use it, but I think that's the only time. What color would you like, Kaylin? I think that's the only time that I explicitly expressed not liking a gift. and again, I was like 4 or 5. Green. Green. Oh, is it? Never mind. I thought I was like changing shades of green, but it was just my camera readjusting. I said I don't like Barbies when I got Barbies when I was younger. My mom disciplined me on it and I never complained again. So I just decapitated the Barbies. You had all the weird Barbies. Just fucking decapitated all of them. I'm gonna pick that. Oh, that's hilarious. Their heads just pop off. That's not as fun as chopping them off, though. Missing legs, mold from trying to fill them with water. Just fucking wrecked the shit out of these Barbies, man. That's so fucking funny. Just murdering your Barbies. Murder. Oh, man. That's funny. I'm crying a little bit. Oh, that's hilarious. Mostly because, like, I also know stories of your mom, and I know that she was a very strict parent, so I'm sure she was like, you can't keep doing that. And you're like, okay, then I'm gonna do what I want. And you just mutilated your Barbies. I, on the other hand, loved Barbies. Barbies and Bratz and Winks and Polly Pockets. All of those things. Fucking loved Polly Pockets, man. Oh god, that was so funny. Bratz were hot shit. I had the baby Bratz too. The little ones, I fucking love those. I feel like everyone did that though. Lots of Barbie segs. Or at least, like, you know, did weird shit with their Barbies at some point in their life. Barbies were awful. I liked Bratz. Bratz were the shit, honestly. I think when we were really, really young, you know, we had Barbies because, like, that was the thing. But then as we got to be a little bit older, Bratz were a lot more popular. Because they were the new Barbie. We liked Bratz a lot, too. We had, like, the cars. We had a little playhouse. We had a lot of, like, dolls when we were kids. Because we had shitloads of Barbies. We had shitloads of regular Bratz and baby Bratz. We had shitloads of Polly Pockets. The Bratz Game Boy game? Yeah. I had a Bratz CD from the Bratz movie that played the song, whatever they sang in the movie. Why was Bratz so cool? Anyway, let me read this. Okay. I think I remember you were that kind of child back then, decapitating Barbies. I had told the girl I liked her, and she said to just stay friends, and it low-key makes me question whether I had bad timing, or if I just am not appealing. So a few days prior to my confession, she had gotten turned down by the guy that she liked. And so I was like, oh, I don't have much time, and I don't know if I'll see her again. So I just, shot my shot. So I've chalked my failure up to bad timing, but I also have a slight bit of negativity on me, like, oh, am I just unattractive, or is there something I should work on to improve myself? I don't really know what this message for, at least as for advice, but I want to say it. Thanks for everything, Carly07. So I do know who this is, but I'm not gonna say it because I talked to them already about it, but we could talk about it on stream more, but again, anonymously. Someone please donate $1 to Carly. I'm tired of looking at the 99. Meep meep. I was surprised that it went above 69. I thought it was just going to permanently stay stuck at 69, which would have been kind of funny. But yeah, feel free to donate $1 to the Genesis Fund. So I know that rejection can suck. Hopefully it wasn't too rough. And I know that for this situation, it was kind of like now or never. So I think one that's very brave to come out and, you know, express your feelings about someone. And again, it can be hard to get turned down, but it's also just another learning process of life. There is someone that I really liked in college, like really liked. And he was just like too nice for his own good. And I had asked him on a coffee date, and I know that he was not interested, but like he said yes anyway, because he just wanted to be nice to me. She baited me. But you know, we had the coffee date, and then after that, he never like explicitly turned me down, but I would kind of I would try to keep talking to him, even though he was clearly not interested in me. Also, Kayla, I don't know if you can only do $1. Oh, you can! Look at that! Thank you for the $1. Now we at $100. Thank you so much. I don't know, you could do $1. I thought it was like a minimum 5. Maybe I changed it so you could just tip $1. Anyway, I think you're very brave for doing it. It's not something that's easy to do. I don't think if someone doesn't like you, it doesn't necessarily mean that there's anything wrong with you, or that you're unattractive, or that you need to improve on things, which, you know, there might be some things that you do need to improve on, but I don't think that necessarily being turned down is indicative of something is wrong with you, kind of thing. Oh yeah, no, not that much, Jonathan. Just 900 to go. Man, if it was 5 grand, that'd be fucking nice. That's a wedding goal, though. Yeah, just 900 to go, and I can just fully pay for Genesis. But yeah, getting turned down doesn't necessarily mean that something is wrong with you or you are not good enough. I know that it might... I can understand why someone might feel that way, because you got rejected. And obviously it's good to always be working on yourself, but just getting rejected alone doesn't mean that you're broken. It just means that that was not the right person. No matter what type you are. Yeah, there's always people that are into that type. Boom. Ilya. Facts. There's gonna be someone out there that loves you for everything that you are. However fully weird you are. However nerdy you are. However you look. However much you weigh. However tall or short you are. There's gonna be someone out there that it's like, that one is perfect. Because me and RJ are fucking weird. And I do not mean that in any other way of just like, we're fucking weirdos, man. I will do stuff. Like, I'll be sitting on the couch and he'll look at me and he'll go, "You're cute." And I'll just be like, "Thanks." And he'll just kind of roll his eyes at me and laugh. Yeah. So, like, other people would think that, for other people, that'd be a huge turnoff, and they'd be like, "I don't want to fucking speak to you." But this guy decided he wanted to marry me. So, me and Jared are both pimple poppers. I definitely like to pick at my own, but I hate watching videos of other people do it. Hate. It's also a really bad habit of mine of picking at my face. That's why I have some acne scarring. Yeah, you're gonna find someone that likes all the weird shit that you do. I'm trying to eat over here. But yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean anything's wrong with you. But also, there could be things wrong with you. You could be a major fucking asshole. But I know who posted this, and I don't think that's the case. But, you know, in some cases, maybe you are just a fucking piece of shit. Again, not for this specific case. I don't think that's the reason here. But, you know, sometimes maybe you are an incel, and you're a piece of shit, and you need to work on yourself. Oh god, Mystique. I have a lot on my face, so can you guys help me out? I would probably connect the dots with his face. Yeah, anyway. I think we've low-key covered that. Everyone's got a person that's gonna be on the same wavelength and vibe. And I think Arja and I have found that we're a good mix of nerdy weirdos who like video games and anime and weeb shit, but also we like doing outdoorsy and athletic stuff like camping and hiking for 3 hours at a time. We're a good mix of like different things and worlds that we enjoy. I think for a long time I struggled to find someone that liked all the things that I liked. It usually was just, oh, you like to work out, oh, you like theater, but they were never like the same person kind of thing. I don't care as long as there are ones that come out fully. I had really, really bad ones when my hormones were fucked up that were really cystic and they just like wouldn't pop. They just like would be really big and I could not get them to drain at all. It was getting to the point where I was debating like literally like slicing one open to drain it, because sometimes you have to do that. I never did, but oh, Vex. Anyway, eventually they just kind of like went away on their own, but they never popped or drained. But they were painful. They were like dime sized, and it would like hurt to like smile or speak because they were like right here. And again, that was a hormonal thing. That was like an actual issue. Pimple patches are the shit, bro. I love those motherfuckers. I love the large ones that you can do for like across your forehead or your cheeks for like really oily spots on your face. But then like the little ones are really nice for like those really big pimples that you need to go away quickly. They'll leave like, for me, they'll almost leave like, you know, a hickey from leaving them on all night. But it's a lot easier to cover them with makeup than versus like squishing it and like scarring your face. Alright, this one is from Kaylin, and it's signed Kaylin, so that's why I said it out loud. But it's a cute question. So, chat, hope you're ready. What should I dress up as to hand children Halloween candy this year? So, what should Kaylin dress up as when she's handing out candy to small children in her neighborhood? Go. I always like just doing a witch because it's really easy and recognizable. You just put on a cape and wear all black, put on a hat, like a very classic witch. You can have a broom. If you have cats, you can hold them too. Have a chemical that eats the top layer of skin to release the pimple. Nice. I actually didn't know that. I know there's also different ones that have like the little needles and stuff. You can get different ones for different things, but I fucking love those motherfuckers. Vampires, also easy. You can get fangs that are just like the individual fangs that stick on here. I've used them for cosplays, and then you get denture cream. And put the denture cream in there and stick them on, and it'll actually stay a lot better than like the wax stuff they give you, because dentures are meant to like, be used all day long. So the denture cream will hold them a lot better than a wax does. It's very hard to eat soup with them in though. Steal denture cream from work. Boom. And then you can do what I call the Malfoy and just, slick all your hair back. And wear all black. And then you can do some little red. Look like fake blood. It's really easy to do with like lip stain and stuff. Just blue, 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 and it'll stay on. But I remember I wore fake vampire fangs. And then I was trying to eat lunch and there was soup. And I like couldn't get the spoon to fit through my fangs. Because it was too wide. So I had to like around the spoon because I couldn't like actually close my mouth on top of it because the fangs, like, it didn't fit through the fangs. Dress up with a black cloak with a hood and gloves, sit outside and just hold the candy. Yeah, just I've seen people do that. Yeah, as a child I hated those people. No, yeah, scared the shit out of me because then they would just like try to grab you real quick. Oh man, those people sucked. I will type this in again. I also definitely did not eat a healthy dinner tonight, and I don't give a fuck. I didn't eat healthy at all today. Didn't have breakfast. Breakfast was coffee. But then I got Chipotle with my friend for lunch. And then I had pizza rolls for dinner, and then the rest of my Chipotle. And I had a Pop-Tart as a snack earlier. Some days we eat salads and, bake a healthy dinner and all that shit, and some days you just eat Chipotle and pizza rolls. Balance. Chipotle is my shit. I want to do that this year. We have some little fuckers that go around and steal the can. Oh, you've told me about that. Yes, do it to them. Sit still for all the good kids, but as soon as you see the shitty ones, fucking scare the shit out of them. Had hella gluten today. Aww. I always forget that you're gluten intolerant. Oh, the corn flour. It's been your first Halloween in this neighborhood, so I think I need to make a better first impression. Yeah, I think, like someone said, a vampire is really easy. A witch is easy. Or you can just go get, like, a really simple costume that you just put on, like a fucking M&M costume. You just slide around over a black long sleeve and leggings. Done. My friend and I did that for, homecoming week. We were supposed to dress up as something. I don't remember what the theme was, but I think I was the red M&M and she was the blue M&M. Just go to Spirit Halloween and pick whatever speaks to you. Barbie. Also in the Midwest, we have to take into account weather, which sucks. I remember wanting to dress up is, you know, something cute, but then you have to, like, wear long sleeves and leggings and shit underneath it so you wouldn't freeze your ass off. I'm about sounds good. Thanks for coming in. Could ever dress slutty in college? Fucking right. I still did. And just had an alcohol blanket. If you get drunk enough, you can't feel the cold. Hoes don't get cold. I definitely had a slutty Wonder Woman costume one year. It was like a white leather bustier and then just like a fluffy skirt, and that was it. With heels. And I did not wear anything else. It was strapless. I didn't have like tights or leggings or anything on. I was like, fuck it, we ball. You heard me, Jonathan. I regret nothing I said. Except maybe this way I said regret. Regret. I regret nothing I said. Slay Queen. I have pictures of it somewhere. But yeah, it was like a white leather bustier. I can't find it. I don't know where it is. It's pissing me off. I have so many different like cosplay and costume bins. I don't fucking know where it went. And then I just had like a little blue tutu with stars on it. Keep listening to that song. Love it. And dear God, I love it so much. It is really good. You sent it to me and I listened to it. I really liked it a lot. Also, there's no other submissions, so we can just chill for a bit. And then if we don't get any more in, we can do some polls on the new Honkai banner, since I haven't gotten a chance to do that. Oh, my back itches. Which either means there's a new pimple, or it's just where my bra is sitting. I think it's just where my bra is sitting, though. Yeah, I haven't gotten to do any Honkai polls yet. So I'll also give it time, see if anyone wants to submit anything. But if we don't get any submissions, I'll just, like I said, we'll do some pulls for Honkai, maybe do a couple dailies. And then we can call it a night, because I won't be able to like really get into any story with only 50 minutes left. Hello, Iceman. Welcome in. It's a struggle being the only nerdy girl in my friend group because I always want to dress as things that no one would understand. I understand. That was me in college. Now, I have quite a few nerd friend groups. It took a while, though. It took a while. I've met more people that like cosplaying. I've met more people that enjoy nerdy shit. And I'm 27 going on 28, so you just gotta wait to find the weirdos, and then it's great. Then you can do the fun things. Glad to be here. How's the stream going? It's going good. We've had advice time stream tonight for people to make submissions, and we've had some good questions. They've been all across the board. But since I haven't gotten any more, I'm just kind of waiting to see if any others float in, and if none do, we're gonna do some Honkai Star Rail. 31 is fuck next. But do you have nerd friends now? I feel like nerd friends just come with age, as you meet more nerd friends. How are you, Iceman? How's your Monday? Man, I feel old here. Oh, if you knew how young some people were in this chat, man. They make me feel old. And I'm really not that old. I feel like just being on Twitch makes me feel old. 38 and still nerdin'. But you have nerd friends now, don't you? Nerd friends come with time. You just gotta keep being full fucking nerd. It'll weed out the ones that aren't nerd enough, and then you find the ones that are nerd enough. What can I say? I was born when I was born. Doing well, just vibing? Nice. If you build it, nerds will come. Honestly, I've met a lot of my nerd friends online too, so. Nerd friends come with age. But I also, like, I used to dress up in high school as, like, really nerdy things. I know I dressed up as Sakura for Halloween, and I think the next year I dressed up as Hinata. I think when I was in preschool, I dressed up as Link from Zelda. So I've just always done it and not cared. They just opened a Lego store right by my house, and I'm so excited, but my wallet is not. Felt. There's a Stardew Valley board game coming out soon. It already exists, but I think they're printing more copies because there's very limited copies the first time, and now you can only get them from people reselling them for like $150 to $200. But you can do a pre-order right now. Otherwise, we went into a board game store the other weekend at the Mall of America, and they told me that they took my information, said they would call me when the Stardew Valley game comes in, and they're like, when it comes in, it's gonna go fast. And I was like, bitch, the moment you call me, I'm gonna get in my car and drive to the mall. And I'm gonna fucking buy one. And it's probably gonna be $100, and I'm gonna fucking do it. Right? I don't get why Legos are so expensive either. They're pretty much just plastic puzzle pieces that stick together. Like, I'm not trying to, like, hate on Legos. I just don't fully understand why they are as expensive as they are. I feel like it's just because they're becoming more popular. Also, I'm going to close advice time and get some Honkai Star Rail pulled up. I'm going to change the title too so no one tries to come in and do it. Finally pulling on the new banner. Oh, that felt really good. Okay, so I'm typing in the category to change it from just chatting to Honkai Star Rail. There is a channel that is just called Honk. Then another one that's called Honk 2. So I might have to look at that later. I hope I pull her too. I hope I get Luca. I think I'm pretty much guaranteed to get Luca at this point. I don't know if I'll get Kafka right away tonight. If I can get more Stellar Jade and Star Rail passes, I probably can, but I don't think I have very much pity right now. So we'll see. But it's time for some Honkai Star Rail, and we're gonna see what we get. So let's pull this up and see how it goes. Let me make sure this all loads before I go full screen, because once I accidentally shared my whole email address. So. Alright, let's fucking go. We're gonna collect any Stellar Jade that I can right away, just to have some extra stuff for pulls right away. But it's not gonna, I'm not gonna like do any missions or anything to get it. I'm just gonna grab the things that I know I can grab. Like this stuff. Dispatch again. My fucking controller's being dumb. I need a controller badge so bad. Why are you being this way? There we go. Oh, nope, it's not reading well. This is really annoying. Dispatch again. Okay. Should I buy another computer monitor or save my money? Well, how many? Do you just have one right now? You can also get some pretty decent, lightly used ones off of Facebook Marketplace. Yeah, just one. I mean, I would look for some used ones, or you can even check Best Buy for ones that have been returned, or like the box has been opened for them. I got like a $25 special cable for like $5 because it was one that someone had already opened the box, but it was the wrong cord, so they had to return it. So I would see if Best Buy has anything. I need two of them the same. Mine are not the same. They're not the same monitors at all. New house, new setup. True. Facts. Yeah, no, I have 2 completely separate monitors. But I understand. I understand what you're saying. We are gonna go to warp. Are you guys ready for this? Are you guys ready for this pull? I should probably text Max. I think he'll be sad if I tell him that I'm doing this. I'll put it in the Discord chat. Alright, I have messaged the group chat. I'll give him some time. Big bucks, no whammies. But still, I would check to see if you can probably get 2 monitors that are same, but like one has been opened and then the was returned, but like not actually used. I haven't. There, fucking look at that, guys. Look at that. Please hold 2 seconds. I messaged the group chat, and in like less than 30 seconds, boom, he appears. I waited for you. And I messaged the group chat for you. I hope you're happy. That was funny. Also, I still don't know what's going on with my display capture. So you can't see my Stellar Jade, but I have 13 rail passes and 5,822 Stellar Jade. I am proud. I cry a little. The speed at which you, like, came in here from the moment I put it in the group chat is so impressive. I was gonna text you, but instead I just went straight to the group chat. I send link to group chat. The real MVP. I'm in a league game too! True friend gamer moment here. Alright. We're gonna do our first multi. I respect the hustle. Are you guys ready for this first multi? I hope I get Luca. Like I said, there's a pretty good chance your girl's gonna get Luca. Where is he though? Alright, here it goes, guys. Yeehaw. Oh! Alright. Adversarial light cone. Again. Multiplication. Fine fruit. Amber. Guys, if I get Kafka on the very first pull, I'm gonna fucking laugh my ass off. All the light cones. 4-star light cone. No characters, just the 4-star light cone. We know it's not Kafka. Cries. Just 4-star light cone. Alright. Using Stellar Jade. Here we go. Watch the color of the door. I thought purple was 5-star. But purple must just be like the normal 4-star. Purple again. Yellow is 5 stars. Okay, now we know. Luca, 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 Luca. Do you get anything other than light cones? Or do you just get... What the fuck? This is horseshit. This is dumb. This is dumb. I know Cashin's probably happy. This is dumb. I didn't want Sampo. I wanted fucking Luca. I wanted Luca, not this motherfucker. God damn it. Fucking Sampo. God. Well, now I have an agility character, though. Because we were just talking today that I only have one, and it's Pela. Alright, well, out of... I already have Serval. And I wanted Luca, and I got Sampo. Here we go again. This is Kafka. We'll see. We will see. Nope. We went from Pimple Popping to game slots? Yeah. Yeah, we did. What? You gotta be shitting me, bro. I got this motherfucker a second time. Back to back. I just want Luca. That's really all I want. Like, it'd be cool. It'd be cool to have Kafka, but who I really wanted was Luca. No, I've gotten Sampo twice. God. I just think he's annoying and kind of a rat, like you said, Jonathan. But I heard he's a really good character for, like, fighting and shit. 2 fucking Sampos, man. Back to back Sampos. Please give me Luca. You got my luck. Are we about to do a week of grinding Honkai so I can get more Stellar Jade to keep wishing on this banner? 4-star. The Vex Gotcha Luck special. Light cone? What the fuck? Am I doing something wrong? How does this keep happening? What the fuck? Thank you for the 3 months. I'm gonna have to make this into a fucking video and also a short. Cause what the fuck? 3 Sampos in a row. I'm crying. Oh man. There are tears in my eyes. How does it? I've never had this happen in a gacha game. Fucking never. And not even in Genshin has something like this happen to me. The one time I actually fucking care. I don't have another multi left. Because you need 1600 and I have 1500. Wait, says Jonathan. Go to exchange. Where is that? Yeah, I was just gonna do singles for this. Oh, right here is exchange. Bottom left. Oh, I do have these motherfuckers. Okay. Do we do the special pass? I'm assuming that's what I should do. Special. We'll do 2 of them right away. Alright. We can do another multi, but then I think I have to do a single. I swear to fuck if I get a 4th Sampo. Because I just want Luca. I just want Luca. I don't want another Serval. I don't want a 4th Sampo. We'll still have a few more wishes after this, but they're just going to be single ones. Four-star. Please, for the love of fuck, do not be a 4th Sampo. I'm begging you. It's Serval. Which, great. I have a Serval already. There's one character I wanted on this that wasn't even a 5-star. And we did not get him. But if I grind this week, man, there's no fucking way I don't. I have a few warps left. I think I might just have one. I mean, make my Luca the support? Yes. This game sucks, says Kaylin. This is probably just gonna be a light cone. Yep. And that's it. We have no more. Got 3 fucking Sampos and a Serval. When all I wanted was Luca. Gotcha game moment. Fucking for real. Oh man, I can't wait to send this to Tystra. I'm gonna have to highlight this and send this to Tystra. And he's gonna laugh his ass off. Don't worry, I know what it's like. We love Carly, thank you. Oh, thanks. Oh, I thought, Jonathan, you were changing love to like. I was like, gee, thanks, buddy. But you were correcting Vex. I was like, damn, okay. Kafka is pretty. I thought about, I might do her as a Halloween costume, but without her jacket. Because I already have thigh-high boots and black shorts and a white collar. I would just have to like accessorize it a bit. Been able to get Luffy on a One Piece Treasure Cruise after like 15 multis, I think. Fuck, man. My fucking luck. Usually I get such good gacha luck. Like when I pulled like 2 5-star characters back to back. I pulled Haizu and oh, who the fuck, he was like a, I can't remember. You can cosplay your dogs as that black cat. Yeah, just paint Jack Black. Jack Black, haha. Anyway, in Genshin I pulled 2 5-star characters back to back on the same banner. So I thought I had good gacha luck. Let's do view details. Oh, BS. What the fuck? Why do I have no records? It must just be not working. Okay. I know, but I've wished on this before. I've definitely wished on this main banner before. So. Yeah. Not like this specific one, but like this is the main banner. So it should still have my history from like my other wishes that I made from before this one, shouldn't it? Because it's like your full history of like the main banner. Yeah, we got some Genshin players in here. The only problem that I have with Kafa is that I have to build her and her other members up. Yeah. Alright, well. We got another Serval. So there's that. And we should have a pretty fucking powerful Sampo now. We'll just do recommended gear for now. Cashin, is there one that you think I should put on for Sampo that I have? I have this 4-star one. I would trade you my 1 Luca for one of your Sampos. Because there's this 4-star light cone. What is it called? Toiler. Yep. Should I equip this on my Sampo? Or should I do? I have these fallen ones. I have pursuit and I have mechanism. I'm gonna wait for your advice on this, Cashin. If you're probably in the middle of a league game. Good night, sleep well is good, or eyes of, oh, good night and sleep well is good, or eyes of prey. Otherwise I could put Luca's light cone on him. You're telling me today that you switched theirs. Sort by rarity. I have mechanism. I think that I did that like the opposite. Yeah. So toiler. Yeah, I think it was already set that way. Can I just do this one? Because I don't think I have the ones you're talking about. Equip. Alright. Well. Here we are, children. Nameless honor. Claim, claim. Claim all. Claim all. That one is good night, sleep well. Oh, could not see the name of it. Claim. Look, we got the special pass. We do more wish. We do more wish. Let me look at these though. Messages. Hook. No. Daddy is kidnapped. Sounds rough. I've received a message from an unknown sender. That is a scam. When is my wedding? It is next September. Oh. Of course you have an E4, Luca. You have an E2 Sampo. Warp. You've all ruined me. Wait, you're engaged to here? Is that your way of telling us that you proposed to your girlfriend? I don't think I have enough stellar jade for one. No, I need 160 and I only have 60. Yeah, okay. This is how Zahir is telling us he proposed. Well, congrats, Zahir. Good for you for proposing. Hopefully this brings your now fiance some peace of mind about any any worries she had. Officially early September. Yeah, that's when ours is. Can we get some hearts and chat for Zahir? He has told us lots of relationship stories since he very first started talking to this girl and shared a lot of things in chat. So let's get some hearts in chat for Zahir, who is now engaged. Good job, buddy. Look at you go. Look at you go. Getting the ring with her this Saturday? Nice. I'm assuming she's very excited. At least I hope she is. PogChamp, yes. Well, then if you have questions about wedding planning, you can ask me those. No, I don't know if you're having like a traditional wedding. Your wedding might be different than how ours is going to be set up. But me dropping hints to my boyfriend of 4.5 years, yeah. We had talked about it for a while. By hints, I mean, when are we going to get married? You want me to tell him? You know, some guys are just real bad at planning. RJ is very bad at planning. He got the ring 2 or 3 days before he proposed. He had been going to the jeweler before then, but he officially picked it up like 2 or 3 days before he proposed. He knows, more so money thing, yeah. Wouldn't say we're officially engaged, it's more of a meeting of her family with her family early September. Yeah. But still, you're planning it. And you're figuring it out, and she's on board. So, alright. I'm probably going to end stream early, because I don't want to start any missions and stuff in this, but we'll play some Honkai probably tomorrow, so we can get some more, because I'm going to have to fucking grind it now this week, so I can get some more fucking wishes in. God damn. Some bullshit, getting Sampo 3 times. As Carly, she knows the depths of my stupidity. What is 07? It's salute. It's this. So if you think of the O as a face and the 7 as an arm, you'll see it. I need to go highlight that wishing and send it to Tystra. Yeah, that. We're having a traditional wedding, so no dances. Yeah. So like I said, I have a feeling your wedding will probably be a little bit different than what ours is. But if you have other questions for stuff that might be applicable, I'd be happy to answer them, because I have quite the Excel spreadsheet for our planning stuff. Let's go find someone to raid, and then I'm gonna fucking highlight that. Bye bye, have a good night. Twitch. Who be live? TGP Mark is live, and we have not rated him in a fucking minute, so we're gonna rate him. And he's playing Pokemon. I know there's some Pokemon fans in here. So, let me do a raid message for you guys to copy and paste. We're gonna elope and have a reception, so if you want to tear up the dance floor at my future wedding, you can. Yes. Yes, please. There will be much dancing at my wedding. Kaylin, you better fucking dance at my wedding, because we did fucking ballroom together, girl. Swear to God, if you don't fucking dance at my wedding. We don't need a dance floor to go crazy on the dance floor. Yeah. I'm also debating taking time at the beginning of the night to set me the fuck up to teach people how to do a samba line dance, because it's pretty easy. So I'm debating if that's something that I want to do, and then give the DJ a few songs to throw in every now and then that are samba songs. I don't know if you remember how to samba line dance. Me and Lydia went to a ballroom studio here, and it took us a minute to remember how to do it, but it's a very easy thing. And if people want to learn how to do it, I will happily teach them, because it really doesn't take that long to teach someone how to do a samba. At least just the line dance, not a couple's dance. I don't know any actual dances, but shit, when I danced at my cousin's wedding, people said I was going crazy. That's all that matters. So we're gonna rate into Mark, who is playing some Pokemon Infinite Fusion. First time playthrough, and he's doing a Nuzlocke. So go have some fun with him. Yes. Much dancing will be requested at my wedding, so we can all get lit. Good night, everyone.
Alright, so they're level 9, so, I mean, we're probably pretty